This is Camille. Today we're going to make quinoa bake. We're just going to bake the quinoa, which is a natural grain. It is high in fiber, high in protein, low in everything else. Zero sodium, zero sugar. You want this. This is something you can use in the place of rice. Anywhere you would use rice or noodles, say, in a casserole type thing, use the quinoa. But one thing you need to know is to always rinse it. The reason I rinse it is it's coated with this kind of bitter tasting chemical covering called saponin, and you want to rinse that off, and that brings the flavor of the quinoa out. And so what we're going to do is mix it with all the vegetables that I have chopped. Little cotija cheese, it's a Mexican melting cheese, some black beans, maybe you like the white beans or the chickpeas, a little bit of egg beat, garlic, chopped, red pepper, choose green pepper, yellow, whatever you like, some fresh onion chopped up, cilantro. I made a little homemade pico de gallo. You can use a jar of salsa if that's what you have. And this is the quinoa. And then this is my smoky chipotle seasoning. That's going to give it that real deep flavor. So we're going to put all this in a casserole. A little bit of olive oil in there. I'm just going to spread that around a little bit. Now in this bowl, I'm not going to use all this onion. We just like a little bit. So I'll just put a little bit in there. But I do like the red pepper. Garlic. However much cilantro you like, say a quarter cup. I have about a half a cup of black beans here. Nice protein, a lot of protein there, a lot of fiber. So when I put beans in a dish like this, I can go without the meat. This is where I get my protein from. If I had a chicken breast left over from last night, I would put that in there too. Salsa. This is my cheese. Chipotle seasoning, I'm probably going to use about a teaspoon. I don't want it too strong because my salsa is kind of spicy. I'll just shake in about a teaspoon of that. And then the egg. This is going to help bind it all together and make it a nice bake in the dish. So I'll put that in there, get all that out. This is one of my favorite tools, a small, kind of rounded rubber spatula. It doesn't tear the beans up like maybe a stiff spoon would. It smells heavenly. Look at the colors. The egg will help bind all that together. The salsa, the pico de gallo, gives it its moisture. And I'm going to put it in this oiled casserole dish. There you go. And just kind of spread it around a little bit so it's nice and even, like that. I'll put a piece of foil on top of this, stick it in a 350 oven for about 20 minutes, and wait till you see what we get. Okay, it just came out of the oven. This is our quinoa bake. I'm going to take the foil off. Let's see, we'll get you a good look at this. It smells so delicious. See how the cheese kind of melted on top a little bit? You could put it back in for 5 more minutes if you wanted that to brown. But I think it's melted good enough. I have a little extra of my pico de gallo. I'm going to put a little bit of that on top. Let's see how it tastes. Oh yeah, delicious.